Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, Season 2, Episode 71. So in the last episode, I finished my Modern Doctor Who Series 8 reviews, which means in today's episode, as well as 3 and 30, as well as going over the transmission dates and cast for Series 9, as well as 2 Christmas specials, I'll be starting my review of Modern Doctor Who Series 9, but we're going to start off with 3 and 30. So just a reminder, it will be 30 seconds of teasers for what's to come up in the next few episodes. So it is time for 3 in 30. More Doctor Who reviews. Timey-wimey, Episode 2. Finder, Instalment 4. Coming up this week, weekly recap, weekly quiz. And that is this week's, or this episode's, because even though I do each episode should have a feature, it doesn't necessarily always work that way. But yeah, before I get to my reviews, it's time for the cast and the transmission date for Series 9, The Husbands of Riversong, and the return of Dr. Mysterio of Modern Doctor Who. So the cast, this is the main cast. So what I count as main cast is any character who appears in more than one story. So the 12th Doctor is played by Peter Capaldi, Clara Oswald is played by Jenna Coleman, and Nardole is played by Matt Lucas. Here are the transmission dates, starting off with The Magician's Apprentice on the 19th of September 2015, The Witch's Familiar on the 26th of September 2015, Under the Lake on the 3rd of October 2015, Before the Flood on the 10th of October 2015, The Girl Who Died on the 17th of October 2015, The Woman Who Lived on the 24th of October 2015, The Zygon Invasion on the 31st of October 2015, The Zygon Inversion on the 7th of November 2015, Sleep No More on the 14th of November 2015, Face the Raven on the 21st of November 2015, Heaven Sent on the 28th of November 2015, Hell Bent on the 5th of December 2015, the first Christmas special, which is The Husbands of Riversong, on the 25th of December 2015, followed a year later by the return of Dr. Mysterio on the 25th of December 2016. So as you notice there, this is the first year of Doctor Who where there's only a Christmas special, because even when during 2009, which I reviewed a couple of weeks ago, there was 4 episodes across a year in a week. Five episodes, not just one. So yeah. But before we get to my reviews, here are the Series 9 teasers. Here they are.
I'm the Doctor, and I save people. This is where you're stopped.
That Is it going to play? No, it's not, thankfully. That was a selection of how many trailers. No, that doesn't make sense. A selection of trailers for Series 9 of Doctor Who, and the last trailer teaser you heard was for Series 9 Episode 1, titled The Magician's Apprentice, which I am going to review next. Here is my review of the Series 9 opener of Modern Doctor Who, titled The Magician's Apprentice. Missy and Clara team up to find the Doctor. They find the Doctor playing a guitar in what seems to be medieval England. This story features the return of the Daleks, last seen in Series 8 Episode 2, Into the Dalek. During this season, the Doctor uses Sonic's sunglasses instead of his usual sonic screwdriver. Missy and Clara are separated from the Doctor for the most of this story. Davros makes his return, last seen in Series 4, Episode 13, Journey's End. Missy betrays the Doctor and Clara. The Daleks exterminate Missy. The Daleks corner Clara, and Clara is exterminated. Here are a few clips from Series 9, Episode 1, The Magician's Apprentice. Next up is a few teasers for Series 9 Episode 2 of Modern Doctor Who, titled The Witch is Familiar. Here they are.
Are you ready, Doctor, to hold in your hand the heartbeat of every Dalek on Skaro? Send them death.
Exterminate!
For Series 9 Episode 2, The Witch is Familiar, which I'll be reviewing next. Here is my review for Series 9 Episode 2 of Modern Doctor Who, titled The Witch is Familiar. This episode follows the events of The Magician's Apprentice, which I've just reviewed. The Doctor is in possession of Davros's chair. The Doctor challenges Davros to a game of the Daleks even. I was getting a bit confused to a game of dodgems. It is revealed that Clara and Missy aren't dead, but have been teleported to the Dalek sewers. Missy pushes Clara down a well to see how high the well is, or how far down the well is. Missy compares Clara to a stone. Clara threatens to kill Missy with a stick. Missy disarms Clara with said stick. Davros tricks the Doctor to use his regeneration energy to save him, and Davros wants to weaponize regeneration energy. The Doctor realizes that Davros is dying. Here are a few clips from The Witch is Familiar. Next up is a few teasers for Series 9 Episode 3, Under the Lake. Series 9 Episode 3, Under the Lake, which I'll be reviewing next. Next up, well, right now actually, is my review of Series 9 Episode 3, titled Under the Lake. Here is my review for that episode. Ghosts are the villains of this story. Clara gives the Doctor cue cards as replacement for empathy. The Doctor activates the TARDIS's handbrake. The Doctor realises that Clara is becoming like him. The Doctor reiterates that he has a duty of care for Clara. At the end of the episode, Clara witnesses a ghost in the form of the Doctor. The Doctor and Clara are separated. The Doctor promises he will save Clara, and Clara is confident the Doctor will save the day. Here are some clips from Under the Lake. Here are, you've just had the clips from Under the Lake. Here are a few teasers for Series 9 Episode 4, Before the Flood. Were the teasers for Before the Flood, which I'm not going to have time to review in this episode. So in episode 72, so the next episode, trying to remember the episode numbers now, there will be a new instalment of Find The. And I'll be continuing my reviews of Modern Doctor Who Series 9, starting with Series 9 Episode 4, Before the Flood. So also will be The Girl Who Died, The Woman Who Lived, The Zygon Invasion, The Zygon Inversion, Sleep No More, might get to that. And then the 3-part finale of Face the Raven, Heaven Sent and Hellbent, as well as the 2 Christmas specials, The Husbands of River Song and The Return of Dr. Mysterio, and that's also come in the next couple of episodes. But that's it for the Everything Podcast Season 2, Episode 71. Goodbye. Goodbye. Welcome to the Everything Podcast, Season 2, Episode 72. So yes, in the last episode, which for me, it's been a week since I recorded that episode, but hopefully it should be only maybe less than 24 hours, about a day or so, since you've watched that episode. So yes, so in this episode, I'll be continuing my reviews of Modern Doctor 2, starting off with Series 9, Episode 4, Before the Flood. Carrying on, we'll see how far we get with that. But before that, it's time for this episode's feature, which is Find the. So this is week 4 or segment 4 of Find the. So if you've watched any of those episodes, you'll know what they are. But just a reminder, a refresher, or maybe you don't know. So here are the rules for Find the. So there'll be 5 items to guess. There'll be 5. You get 5 guesses per week. My guesses will be announced in the Find the segment. You can comment your guesses in any video, and you can comment using the hashtag FindTheOut if all squares of your items have been guessed. If any of my guesses are correct, comment hashtag FindTheHit with the relevant coordinate, and similar with any of my guesses are incorrect, comment hashtag FindTheMiss with the relevant coordinates. The theme changes every week and the game resets every week. This week's theme is Doctor Who Series 9, because that's the series that I'm currently reviewing. As the first item I want you to guess, which is the 12th Doctor, which takes up 1 square long and 1 square wide. The second item is Clara Oswald, who is 2 squares long and 2 squares wide, so takes up 4 squares. 3 is a Shielder, who is 3 squares long and 3 squares wide, who takes up 9 squares. Item number 4 is Kate Stewart, who is 4 squares long and 4 squares wide, takes 16 squares. And item number 5 is Osgood, who takes 5 squares long and 5 squares wide, which is 25 squares. So just a reminder of the board, similar to battleships, A to G across the top, 1 to 10 across the side. So my guesses are B1, C5, F7, E5 and G10. So remember, you can comment your guesses in any video. But now it's time for the Doctor Who reviews, starting off with Series 9, Episode 4, titled Before the Flood. So in this episode, the Doctor explains his love of Beethoven. The Doctor implies that he composed Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. The Doctor comes face to face with this story's villain, and the Doctor saves the day. The Doctor is threatened. Here are a few clips from Series 9, Episode 4, Before the Flood. Yes, so similar to the last episode, I'll be showing you a few trailers before the episode that I review. So next up are the I merged teasers and trailers there. Here are the teasers or trailers for Series 9, Episode 5, if you want to call them, released ahead of Series 9, Episode 5 of Modern Doctor 2, titled The Girl Who Died. Here is my review for that episode. The Doctor and Clara are captured. The Doctor impersonates a Norse god to intimidate the Vikings using a yo-yo. Clara and the Doctor get separated. The Doctor saves a girl's life by bestowing immortality on her. Here are a few clips from The Girl Who Died. Next up is the teasers or trailers released for the next episode, The Woman Who Lived. Here they are released ahead of The Woman Who Lived. which I am reviewing right now. So in this episode, the Doctor encounters the girl he saved at the end of The Girl Who Died, around about 800 years later. This girl recounts her adventures since being saved by the Doctor. The Doctor saves a man who's about to be executed. The Doctor saves the day. Here are a few clips from The Woman Who Lived. Next up is the teasers or trailers released ahead of Series 9, Episode 7, The Zygon Invasion.
And are now living amongst us.
Any living thing in this world, including my family and friends, could turn into a Zygon and kill me. It's not paranoia when it's real.
They've kidnapped Osgood and they've stolen the location of every Zygon on Earth.
Run away!
Doctor, the ceasefire's broken down.
We have a Zygon revolution on our hands.
We've won the first battle,
There will be truce,
and now we are going to begin the war.
or there will be consequences.
I think you might be right.
About what?
The end of the world.
Those were the teasers and trailers released ahead of Series 9, Episode 7, titled Zygon Invasion. No versions, the next episode. Here is my review for that episode. This story follows on from the events of the 50th anniversary special, The Day of the Doctor. A rogue Zygon kidnaps Osgood. Osgood tells the Doctor that the ceasefire between the humans and Zygons has been broken, leading to an invasion of Earth by the Zygons. Kate Stewart is cornered by a Zygon. One of the Zygons takes the form of Clara. Here are a few clips from the Zygon Invasion. So yes, the last review for this episode will be the Zygon Inversion. But before we get to my review, here are a few teasers for that episode. Here they are.
The Osgood box can wipe out humankind. The Osgood box can start the war.
This ceasefire will stand. You have no idea who's going to die.
I don't care.
Yes, those were the teasers or trailers released ahead of the Zygon Invasion version. Sorry, I've just reviewed the Zygon Invasion. Why did you have to call two back-to-back episodes very similar titles? It is very complicated. But yeah, here's my review for the Zygon Inversion. Zygon Clara hunts down a human. Zygon Clara turns said human into a Zygon. The Doctor confronts Zygon Clara. Kate and Zygon Clara come face to face. The Doctor impersonates a game show host. The Doctor explains the Osgood box is a full-scale model of war. The Doctor explains his actions in the time warp to Zygon, Clara and Kate. Here are a few clips from the Zygon Inversion. And as I said before, I showed the teasers and trailers for this episode. That's actually my last review. So in this episode, I have covered Series 9, Episode 4, Before the Flood, Series 9, Episode 5, The Girl Who Died, Series 9, Episode 6, The Woman Who Lived, Series 9, Episode 7, The Zygon Invasion, and Series 9, Episode 8, The Zygon Inversion. So tomorrow's episode will be Episode 2 of, no, not Final, we did Final, Timey-Wimey, which is the audio drama. As well as continuing my Modern Doctor review, starting with Series 9, Episode 9, Sleep No More. But that is it for the Everything Podcast, Season 2, Episode 72. Goodbye. Welcome to the Everything Podcast Season 2 Episode 73. So in the last episode I continued my modern Doctor Who reviews, which included Series 9, Episode 4, Episode 5, Episode 6, Episode 7 and Episode 8. Now at the end of the last episode I promised that there would be a new episode of Timey Wimey in this episode. Now it's actually taken me a bit longer to write than I was expecting. So yes, it will actually be delayed by an episode or two. Yes, a new episode of Timey Wimey will be coming, but instead I will be reviewing as many Doctor Who Series 9 episodes. I might get them all done, we'll see, because there's only 4 episodes left, but we'll see. So we're going to start off with Series 9, Episode 9, Sleep No More, but before I review, here are the teasers or trailers for that episode.
You must not watch this. I'm warning you. You can never unsee it. You must not watch this. You can never unsee it. You can't stop them. None of us can.
The teasers or trailers, whatever you want to call them, released ahead of Series 9, Episode 9, Sleep No More, which I'm reviewing right now. A soldier is cornered by the villains of this story, unable to escape unless they sing a song that he resists to, resulting in his demise. The villains are disintegrating. Here are a few clips from Sleep No More. Next up is the teasers and trailers released ahead of Series 9 episode. Yes, so those were the teasers and trailers released ahead of Face the Raven. Here is my review for Face the Raven. Rigsy returns in the story last seen in Series 8 episode 9, Flatline. The Doctor and Clara help Rigsy find a trap street. The Doctor refers to Rigsy as local knowledge, like he did in Flatline. Trap Street is a street inhabited by aliens. Only Rigsy can see the trap street. Clara instructs the Doctor to be a doctor and help people and to not seek revenge or impose suffering. Clara dies. The Doctor and Rigsy witness Clara's death. Here are a few clips from Face the Raven. So next up will be the teasers or trailers, whatever you want to call them, released ahead of Series 9 Episode 11, titled Heaven Sent. Here they are.
It's a killer puzzle box designed to scare me to death.
Those were the teasers, trailers released ahead of Heaven Sent. Here is my review for that episode. This story only features the 12th Doctor, played by Peter Capaldi. This story takes place across 4.5 billion years, or 4.5 billion years if you prefer. This story features a time loop. This story is set inside a confessional. Here are a few clips from Heaven Sent. Next up is the teasers and trailers released for the Series 9 finale, Heaven Sent. Here they are.
Forget to click below.
I heard the Doctor had come home, and so loves flowers.
What's he up to?
I know I went too far.
You have broken every code you ever lived by.
On my command!
Is it true?
She's my friend.
Next team to Sector 52, Extraction Chamber 7, Regeneration in progress.
Just the clip, teasers, trailers, whatever you want to call them, for the Series 9 finale, titled Hell Bent. Here's my review for that episode. This story is set on Gallifrey, which is the Doctor's home planet. Clara returns in the story last seen in Series 9 Episode 10, Face the Raven. This story is told mostly through flashbacks. The Lord President of Gallifrey instructs soldiers to kill the Doctor. They choose to decline and protect the Doctor instead due to his actions in the Time War. The Doctor saves Clara moments before her death in Face the Raven. The Doctor punches the General and snatches his gun. The Doctor forces the General to regenerate. The Doctor is keeping things from Clara. The Doctor and Clara mutually agree that one of them will forget their adventures. The Doctor forgets all his adventures with Clara. The Doctor and Clara say goodbye. Here are a few clips from the Series 9 finale, Hell Bent. Yes, so that I've reviewed all of Series 9. Yay! There'll be at least one more review in this episode, and that is the review for the 2015 Christmas special titled The Husbands of River Song. Here are the trailer as well as the titles for that. So here is the words. You have just witnessed the trailer as well as the titles for The Husbands of River Song, which I'm reviewing right now. This episode marks the return of River Song, last seen all the way back in Series 7, Episode 13, The Name of the Doctor. This Doctor features the first appearance of Nardole, portrayed by Matt Lucas. The Doctor impersonates a medical surgeon. The Doctor knows who River is. River, however, has no idea that this Doctor is actually the Doctor. The Doctor meets two of River's husbands. River steals the Doctor's TARDIS. The Doctor pretends to be surprised by the bigger on-the-inside form of the TARDIS. One of River's husbands, is played by Greg Davis. River is astonished at the Doctor's intelligence and knowledge of the TARDIS. Nardole is attached to a killer robot. The Doctor inserts the word Doctor into every sentence. Ramon, one of River's other husbands, is now attached to the killer robot. The Doctor and River escape. The Doctor gives River her own sonic screwdriver. A night under William lasts 24 years. Ramon and Nardole are still attached to the killer robot, so it is now just an ordinary robot. River insults the Doctor in front of him. The Doctor reveals to River that he is the 12th Doctor. Here are a few clips from the Doctor Who 2015 Christmas special, The Husbands of River Song. Here they are. And that actually seems to be a good place to enter. In this episode I have reviewed Series 9, Episode 9, 10, 11 and 12, as well as the 2015 Christmas special. So in the next episode we will have, fingers crossed, the next episode of Timey Wimey. We will have the weekly recap as well as the weekly quiz, and we will continue even our Doctor Who reviews with The Return of Dr. Mysterio, which is the 2016 Christmas special, and we might even get on Series 10, but that is it for the Everything Podcast, Season 2, Episode 73. Goodbye.